But earlier this year, we start to seeing a shift, the rise of like 小红书 TikTok refugee movement. It's kind of a signal a new dynamic in the global digital space. So I'm kind of curious, like, what do you think this trait represent for the global cultural landscape?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's amazing, especially in terms of technology, the fact that so much amazing tech is coming out of China. And the results of that are that the developing countries now have access to more affordable tech, and also tech from multiple countries now. The Western way of doing things, especially America, is you sometimes bully countries into capitulating to your demands. You have to run your economy according to how they say. And if you don't, they find some sort of an excuse to sanction you. And that includes cutting you off from even medical technologies. So if China is on the rise and suddenly their countries are not so beholden to the US, they're not so reliant on the US, they can escape that kind of death trap where suddenly you can be cut off from the global environment. That becomes much more difficult now. But that also creates quite an interesting problem as well, because, obviously the US gains its power from a lot of different ways. The strength of the dollar, which is also based on the strength of the military. And they would have always been okay with China if it either remained poor or it just stuck to that relationship where it's like, we just manufacture what you tell us to manufacture. But as soon as China starts innovating on its own, it really creates a challenge to America's unipolarity and their control over the world. That's what's one of the big reasons that's creating the conflict and tension between China and America. But what can we do? I mean, that was the natural way that things should work, and hopefully we do move away from a unipolar world into a multipolar world.